Hello everyone and welcome to another Division 2 video. In today's video we're going to be going over the builds that we use for the Dark Hours raid and primarily the Razorback final boss fight. Razorback is the second hardest fight. It's all about team coordination and good DPS. So it combos those two. We have Boomer, which is mainly DPS. We have Weasel, which is mainly DPS. We have Buddy and Lucy, which is team coordination, and then we have Weasel, which is the combo of DPS and team coordination. The gameplay will be a clinic gameplay. You'll see how I'll have a very in-depth description of Razorback, and you'll be able to see how we complete it and all the ins and outs, and then you'll see the actual footage of us completing that boss fight. As with the other three videos and the other three bosses, we need DPS. So here's our starter, right? Here's our starter. We talked about this in the other videos. I'm going to be quick. You have 3 Coyotes masked on a team. You want to have your crit chance in the 35% range. You want to have your critical hit damage as high as you can get it, close to 200 as possible. If you're not running this one, you are running something that looks like this, either with the Overlord here. If you like your M1A, if you like your CQB, you run Overlord. If you don't, like I don't, you run this, right? These are your DPS builds. You have the Vanguard shield that Jump has gone over in the other 2 videos. So if you haven't seen that, go back, watch the Boomer video. He does a great job describing his shield builds and how he uses them and the philosophy behind them. The other build that is essential to success on Razorback is the drone control. Okay? This is a combination of healer and drone control, but it's all about drone control. The drones that spawn out of Razorback when he opens up are deadly. And if you don't have someone controlling them and maintaining them, it's going to be a wipe every time. So this is the drone control build. It's a 4-piece hardwired, 1-piece Wyvern, and 1-piece Hana U. We start with the Tactician specialization because we need to get the added 12% damage to electronics that this skill tree gives us. 12% of things like drones, dogs, etc. gives us that. We need that in order to one-tap the drones. Okay, so this here, and just make sure it's also skilled or spec'd into skill damage and not healing. Okay, so we want to go skill damage, not healing. We need good skill damage in order to one-tap them, right? So we'll go over that. We'll add it up. So right there, we got about 22% damage to drones. I'm comboing that damage to electronics and that skill damage. So 22% there to start. I use the Eagle Bearer. I think in the video I'm actually using a MK17 and the Bullet King. It works. You're not doing much damage running this build, okay? So the guns aren't important. I think I just switched back to this because I love the Eagle Bearer so much. So whichever works, it doesn't matter. I run the Perfect Instinct here because I can add skill damage if I need to, but I don't. So the guns are important. Run whatever you're comfortable with, okay? Bullet King is great because you can do sustained fire on the enemies almost at all times. First piece of hardwired, rolled with skill haste, max roll there, plus a skill haste mod, just about full. The reason why we have skill haste on this build is because we need our pulse, which is the jammer pulse, to be in the 14-second cooldown range. If you go 15, 16, and any higher than that, you're not going to be able to pop that second wave or third wave of drones when they spawn. It's about a 14-second period between when the first one spawn and the second ones. So if skilled doesn't work on your chest piece, you can still one-tap them with your next cooldown, and you can keep your team safe. So chest piece, Wyvern, again, adding skill damage. 1-piece Wyvern, skill damage. So we're now at 32%. Another skill damage roll there, right? So now we're at 42%. 12% skill haste, right? 14-second cooldown. We need to keep stacking skill haste. Another piece of hardwired, skill haste, right? Another piece of hardwired skill damage. So what's that? 52% now. Hardwired here. I'm gonna add in the 15% from the brand set from the 3-piece. So that's 62 plus 5 is oh boy, 67, and then we're gonna add in 77% skill damage. Hopefully my math's right. Let's do this again after done. And then we have more skill damage here. So I'm over 80%. I'm at what 84% or so there. And then we have more skill haste with the Hana-U skill haste roll. The red roll in the title update 11, I will be putting that to skill haste most likely, not headshot damage, because it's going to be a generic slot, right? So that'll become skill haste. But let's add that up again, just to make sure we have 20. We have we'll call it easy math, 20% there. We have from our brand set, we have 15%, right? So that's 35 plus 10 plus another 20, so that's 55. Plus, there's none there. That's 65, 75. So 75 plus 7 is going to be 82, plus the 2% that I didn't add on before, that's 84%. You want to be in the 75 to 80, 85% range to be able to one-tap these guys at all times, okay? So that's your goal, okay? But you got to add it up. They're in the stats section. There is no calculator for you, so you have to physically add it up, right? It's kind of annoying. So you can see I have 101% skill haste there, but there's range, there's duration, there's no damage number, right? So you have to physically add it up yourself. But yeah, this build key, I run it on 1, and then we put our crossbow on 4, and a crossbow either on 2 or on 3. I like to flip-flop where the crossbows are. You know, if one is on, you have a crossbow on 3, you put the other one at 1. You have a crossbow on 4, you put the other one at 2. I like to do that. It's not necessary, but I think it's just an OCD thing with me. So, team comp for this fight, 1 shield build with Vanguard. We put him at 2 on ads. He runs the True Patriot set with 2 to 3 red rolls, weapon damage rolls, and then we have our 1 drone killer, and we put him on 1. Typically, you put these 2 people with 2 more strong people, strong DPS people, so that they can cover their end, relatively by themselves, especially with the drone killer. If whoever has the drone killer is their gen mate, needs to be a strong DPS person, because they're practically going to be doing things by themselves. When you're not killing drones and whatnot, you're dropping that revive hive to heal your team and to heal your gen mate. You are support for your gen mate. Keep them up, keep them alive. If you get Boomer on your side, say we're on 1, and we get Boomer, you drop the hive for him, and you become an elegant distraction for the ads. You want the ads focused on you, shooting at you, and not shooting at your gen mate, so he can put Boomer down. All right, so team comp again: 1 Vanguard tank, 1 drone killer, 1 DPS with the tardigrade chest piece, and the rest, all 5 others, are DPS. 3 of them having the 3 of them, if your tank isn't running the Coyote mask, 3 of them need to have Coyote masks on, and then that other Providence DPS crit damage build that I showed earlier. But that's going to do it for builds today. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more content from myself. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Oh, all right. He knows where he's going. All right, so guys, we're going to drop in here. There's going to be some ads, right? We're going to kill those ads, but do not run in the middle. Stay on the outside perimeter. Do not go past the barriers, right? Do not run in the middle. Do not run in. There'll be little dotted circles. Do not run up to those, please. That'll start the fight, and we won't be able to explain what we need to do, and we'll have to wipe and restart. So let's drop in, kill these ads, and then we will you know what I'm trying to say. We will then explain each corner. You guys follow me around to the corner. I'll take whoever's on that corner and talk about what we're gonna do. I think that's it. Great. So let's start at 1. So 1 is gonna be me and TJ. We choose to put the drone killer guy at 1 because he can help out to heal on the first couple phases of Razorback. So I'm on 1 pad with the drone killer. TJ is on 1 ads. Again, we do that because, you know, strong player, you know, they can essentially, you're running that gen by yourself, right? So except for doing the pad, you need to control all of the ads by yourself. So good places to stand and take cover on 1 are behind this truck here. Also, you can use the gun. The ads spawn from this truck here and from the trailer down here behind Sparaza, right? So as the ad person, you need to always be watching those 2 locations. You can be watching them from here, and you can also be watching them from like over here and using cover right there. Yep, where Dan is, right? You can also use this barrier for cover too. This works just fine. But you kind of want to stay back here and, you know, and control your space, right? So on the back end, you need to worry about any ads dropping out of the window that we just dropped out of. That's primarily going to be 4's responsibility, but obviously they can shoot you if you're out in the open. So just be wary of that. They usually run down to 4, but depending on what's going on at 4, they can kind of turn and come at you. So just be wary of that. As the drone controller, it's my job to, you know, obviously, like I said, just to support my gen mate and kill drones, and we'll talk about that. We can do that right now. So don't come too close here, but I'm going to try to show you what I do. So I run into the middle, right? I get on my gen at 70%. I throw my hive, so it lands right about there. Okay, this protects the hive from rockets because they can't hit because it hits the trailer first. This also heals the team during damage phases in case there's an ad or something wrecking us. After I do that, I get my crossbow ready. I shoot the crossbow into this gate right here. Just above my head, there's a little gate, and it opens up, and it'll have a grate there, and it'll be glowing red. I shoot my crossbow in there, and then that blows up. I believe Loco is going to be on the pad. Loco will have to throw the grenade into the hole that I've just made through that grate. You're going to come down here and look, Loco, yeah. Do not run. Don't run too close. Yep, exactly. Thank you. Run right in the middle. Stay in the middle, exactly. So right above my head is where the grate is, right? And you'll have to throw your grenade. Now the grenade needs to, when it explodes, you need to use a concussion grenade, but the radius of the grenade needs to be inside Razorback, alright? What you'll want to do is aim high in the middle of the opening I make, okay? Raider will help you out, you know, on the first couple goes to make sure you're hitting the right spot, but it needs to be aim high and in. You can't throw it in right now, so don't worry about it. Just use a concussion grenade, and you know you have the right trajectory when the circle is inside Razorback, and when it blows up, it'll glow green. That means you've done your job properly, right? Once that is done on both sides of Razorback, that is when everyone can exit their circles. They need to stay within their dotted circles until both sides are glowing green. Do not leave your circles, okay? We'll try to help you and notify you when it's appropriate, but when both sides are green, Razorback opens up, the circles that are underneath you go away, and that's your visual cue to know when you can do it, right? Once I shoot my crossbow in, I come to the, don't follow me over here, I come to the tip of my circle right about here, and I pulse. That kills all the drones. If we time it right, we then go straight into damage. We do damage. So the people on the right will group up around over in this area and shoot the weak point on this side. It looks like a little wing. We'll do as much damage as we can. Hopefully we can get it in one phase. Once that is destroyed, Razorback will open up and you can do damage about to his weak point, which is about halfway up. once he went, and then we do that, we can only do half damage to this weak point each time. So once we've done that half damage, rockets will come out. And that's when you just need to run away. Stay out of the... They look like the mortars from the Coney Island mission. There's be big red circles on the bottom, and you just need to run away. If you're on ads on 1, you're doing damage from right here. You're helping on damage from here. I'm usually standing in front of you, helping with damage and controlling the drones. But you're doing damage on the left here, and then you're going to sprint away this way, okay? You sprint away this way, okay? If you're on ads on 1. If you're doing the drone controller, you can take cover right here, and you will not get hit by the rockets. So you stay here in order so you're not overlapping with other players, your circles, your rocket circles, and killing other players. So you stay here, you then get up, once the 2 rockets have come, pick up your hive, and join your gen mate over by number 1, okay? So that's 1. Number 2, if you guys follow me on the perimeter here, this is where Taraja is going to be on Gen. So we put jump on 2 ads because it's one of the harder spaces to be. There's not really a good amount of like cover you can take. It's very fluid. Wherever the ads are spawning is where kind of you'll take. That's why we put him with the shield, right? So the ads spawn on over the truck again. Yeah. They will, like, just on 1 where they spawn from that trailer, they can spawn from there and run down to 2, but usually 1 can keep those in check. And then they spawn over where R8 is right now, above R8's head. They spawn there as well. So primarily, you're going to be looking at the truck, and you're going to be looking at the crate where R8 was. Okay, and you'll be controlling ads using cover as appropriate. Now, it is more important as the ad guy on 2 that your ads go down than it is to do damage. But if your ads are in control, you run down, you join in damage on the left side and help with damage. You take the outer perimeter and run down. You get there, you'd be next to TJ in this instance. As the ads 1 person, you get next to that person where R8's going. Yep, you go down there where R8 is right now, and you do damage. Okay? As Grenader on 2, it's your job to do the grenades. Browser, you want to come over here and you can see? Come over here, Browser. So again, you're running the damage build, so it's just as important when you're on the pad that you're helping jump with damage, to your ads. Even helping him maybe call out where the ads are. If they're in the middle, that means they're coming over the crate. If they're, over the truck, right? So, or in the corner. You'd hear 1 shot say corner. That means they're coming out of the truck. So it's important that you help him, right? 1 shot's going to do the crossbow. He's going to shoot the crossbow in. And then it's your job to chuck that grenade in here. And just like the front, you'll know you have the right trajectory when the circle is inside Razorback. And you know you've done it right when the great area turns green, right? So, and then you'd run down after the circle goes away and you've turned your area green. You run down and join R8 and TJ in doing damage on the left side. Okay, when you run away from Razorback, it is important that Jump will probably take the exterior path. Right? It is important that you take the interior path, okay? If you take the interior path and he takes the exterior, your damage pools will not overlap, and you'll be less likely to kill one another, okay? So take the inside path, so, you're doing damage from this position here, right? Boom, 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 or up here even, right? When you run away, you're the Gen person's taking the interior path, running interior, there we go. And Jump is taking the exterior path, which is behind the barriers, okay? Then you're running back to your Gen, and you're getting ready for boomers, you're killing any ads you see, okay? If the ads spawn at the trailer in between 1 and 2, run right by them, don't worry about them. We'll take care of them at 1, okay? Alright, that's 2, we'll go to 3. 3 ads, that is, who's 3 ads? Is that that Dan?
I think it was me. Yeah.
Yes. So Dan, so ads are going to spawn from 2 locations. They're going to spawn from the window up here, right? And they're going to spawn from this doorway over here. Okay? You might get some ads spawning, you know, in the middle between you know, those crates where 2 was and coming over here. So just be on the lookout for anything in between 2 and 2 and 3. Okay? A couple good spots for ad control. One is up here on this thing in this area. The only downfall is you can't see anybody that's behind this building right here. Right? Your boomer is going to spawn from this door. The only one that's different, essentially. Your boomer in between each damage phase will spawn from this door. So make sure, you know, you're always watching that door after each damage phase on Razorback. But it can be a little fluid in here too, you know, because you can be up in that perch, which is totally fine. But if they're behind this building, you can't see them. So you might have to come out of the building, out of the perch and do damage here or over here, you know, and do damage here, right? But the perch is a great place to start and then kind of just find your rhythm. Okay? When we go into damage, you'll hear us say 80. That's your cue. Same with jump. You know, that's your cue that if your ads are under control to start running down for damage. You'd come out of your perch. You'd run this way. Run this way. Boom, boom. And then you can even cut through here if you want. And come and get on this position here. And you're going to do damage, right? You're going to do damage behind Loco. Okay, boom. You're doing the weak point. You're doing that, and then when you run away, it's up. You know, you're taking the exterior perimeter, and one shot as your gen mate will take the interior perimeter. They can even run right through the gen circle. It's not a big deal, but don't both of you take the exterior as you'll overlap, and most likely a rocket will hit each other. So you're running away. When we say run away, you're coming back here. You're kind of getting the lay of the land. You're watching for your boomer to spawn out of the door. And you're just killing any ads you see. Okay? Pretty straightforward. One shot is doing the same thing as one is. He's going into his gen. He's firing his crossbow at the opening with the grate when it opens up, so the grenade can go in. He's doing the same as one. Nothing crazy. He's helping from his gen on damage and to notify you where the ads are spawning. Okay? Again, you know, the 2 people that are on each gen together, you know, in each quadrant are working together the whole time. Okay? But then, you know, correlating, you know, 2 and 3, 1 and 4 are helping each other out as well. On 4, R8's going to be on ads. R8 can choose where he wants to go, but typically what we do is I don't really send people up top anymore, but they can go up top if they feel comfortable. It's because we need you to participate in damage. It's a long run away. So what I've been suggesting to people to do is to use essentially from the Humvee to this area over here as your home, right? This is your protection area. You can use the gun as cover. You can use where R8 is as cover. You can use the Humvee as cover. So when you're doing damage to Razorback, R8 is going to be back here in this position doing damage. This separates him from the group and allows when he runs away, he's going to take this exterior perimeter path and run away like this. That keeps his circles from overlapping with the person that's doing the exterior run back to 3. Okay? So, Loco, when you run away, you're going to run essentially just in any direction. You're going to be doing damage like right here where R8 is. You know, you can come exactly. So when you get off your gen, you're going to do damage from right here. And then just look at 1 second. Yeah, if you just walk over and take position right here, you won't get hit by rockets. Okay? So you can stay right there and not worry about getting hit by rockets. Okay? And then you can just, once the rockets have come, you can join R8 and help him with damage. Waiting for Boomer. Your ads spawn from this door here and from the middle window primarily. Those are your 2 primary spots to watch and control your ads from there. Alright. So that's all the positions. So what's going to happen, right? What you're going to want to see and wait for. This is what you're going to want. What's going to happen, right? We're going to count down 3, 2, 1, go in, right? That's going to send everybody that's on Gen. Me, Loco, Spraza, and One Shot. You're all going to go into Gen. We need to time that perfectly. We have to. You'll see a countdown start to happen above the generator. We all need to be in sync, going from 1 to 100. When we say 80, that notifies everyone within the circles to prepare for prepare for your damage, right? So I get my crossbow ready. Me and One Shot get our crossbow ready. Loco and Spraza will start aiming their grenades. Remember, high, and in the middle, right? So,
question: can I use my specialization here for the grenade?
Nope. You have to use a grenade.
Okay. And where the position I should be when throwing the grenade?
You're going to be inside your circle. You're going to come off. Okay. You're going to be using the generator for cover, but you're going to come off of it and stand just to the left of it, kind of like right there. If you can see where I'm shooting.
Yeah.
Kind of like right there. Okay. We just can't go in it because we'll start the fight.
Aim for the top left, like top, middle, top left of the little box that you're shooting the grenade in.
Okay.
So once you go in there, so you chuck a grenade in, right? Both sides will light up green. If we've done it properly, we'll all move into damage. We'll do our damage. We'll all run away. Hopefully, if we have enough damage, it only takes us 2 phases. If we can get Razorback down to half health, we've done it in 2 phases. Once he does it, once we're past half health, that's when we start to move to the back. Same concept, right? But instead of the back coming forward, the front needs to go back. Okay, you use the same path to run away, etc. Everything, right? But it just switches to the people that are running. Okay, does that make sense? Yes. Okay. So, and then we do hopefully 2 phases on the back, and that's it. Between each damage phase, a boomer will spawn. Until he's half health, only 1 boomer. And that's when, so after each damage phase, that's why everyone needs to get back to their generator as quick as possible and watch for your boomer. We're going to say watch for your boomer. Your boomer will spawn from his respective place. 1 above the truck, 2 above the truck, 3 is from that door right next to the generator, and 4 is from the door underneath this platform. You're going to be watching for your boomers while you kill any ads. If a boomer comes out, he goes over to your SAM site and he's trying to activate it. If he activates it, he will wipe the raid. So boomer is priority. If you have boomer on your position, he is priority. You come over here, you call out boomer on 4, and you shoot him in the butt. That's not a joke. It's the weakest point on his armor. You shoot him in the butt until he dies. At that point, that restarts the countdown to get back into our generators. Whoever has the boomer, so say boomer's on 4, Loco, you're going to say, okay, ready on gens. It has to be almost immediately after. This is a timed event, and we need to keep them in sync, okay? If we wait too long, boomer will spawn while we're doing damage, and that's a recipe for disaster, okay? So as soon as he goes down, it's 3, 2, 1, back into our gens, okay? So if boomer is not on your generator, and you are a gen person, you need to start heading back to your gen and kind of stand on the exterior. That doesn't mean you don't help with ads or anything of that nature. You still need to help out your gen mate, but you need to start working back to your gen because you need to be ready to go back in. Okay, so he's on 4, 3, 2, 1, back in your gen. The only time we don't do that is if there are multiple people down or a person that is a generator person is down, and we call for an ad phase. If an ad phase is happening, that means we're just controlling ads, we're getting healthy, we're picking up grenades, whatever might be going on, right? And then we're waiting for our boomer to spawn again. And once the boomer spawn and he's dead, it restarts the thing. Boomer goes down, 3, 2, 1, go in. Okay? At half health, 2 boomers will spawn. When 2 boomers spawn, it's just say boomer on 2, boomer on 3. We kill the boomers, we go back in. But you have to be looking for 2 boomers, and we'll remind you of that. Okay?
So
at the very
go ahead.
At the very end, Razorback's health is gone, at the very end, we'll say, all right, go to your homes, and that means return to your SAM sites, and we'll be waiting for these screens to flash red. When they flash red, you need to shoot them until they die. If you need to reload, don't reload, just switch to your other weapon. It's important that we get these down as quick as possible. If we take too long, the SAM sites will fire and wipe the raid. Okay? Anything I forgot? Anybody?
The only thing I would just chime in on is the ads and boomer problem. So you might get 2 ads and a boomer, you might get an ad and a boomer, and it's important for you and your gen mate to call who has what.
Yep.
Make sure that those communications, and it may be different. You're I'm an ad person, I've got an LMG that can take boomer down as long as somebody gets the ads. Just make sure that communication's open, where you're getting shot from, to see if you can get that.
Yeah.
Defended properly.
So what I'm saying is, so sometimes what happens is a boomer will spawn, and he'll bring 2 gold bars with him, right? Mm-hmm. So it's trying to mess you up. So what needs to happen is one person needs to say, I got the ads, right? And essentially you're acting as a distraction and a cover person, and then the other person needs to say, I got boomer. Okay, so because one person can bring down boomer, but they can't do it if there's 2 ads there, because they'll die, right? So it's just about the communication and saying, and communicating to your gen mate who is doing what.
All right. Ready on 1.
Ready 2, 4.
All right.
2A.
3, 2, 1, go in.
Shield. Be ready for anything.
Corner.
Over the middle.
We're ready for anything.
The grenadier went to the left.
You got grenade too, Father Time? You need me to do it?
I can, yeah. Alright.
Right in.
Nice. Alright, damage.
Nice. Oh, I'm not gonna make that. Sorry, guys.
Right's down.
Left side tab.
Not gonna get it. It's too close.
Oh, did it.
I messed that up. I didn't take my cover like I should have. Trying to push damage.
Middle.
Good call. Where the hell did they go? One ran. He's running to 1 and 4.
Running to the front.
I got a
Boomer on 3.
Top 3.
Boomer 3 hurt.
He's dead. Another guy in the middle jumped.
Alright, 3 down, ready on pads.
Yep.
In 3, 2, 1, in.
Raider, you want to stay in the back and prep the back? Heard.
Window.
We just have about a third on the left side.
Oh, okay. This could work.
70.
Up middle.
Yep. Ooh, dog. Dog on 2.
With ya.
Grenade in.
Grenade in.
Nice.
Dog down.
I'm gonna be damage here in a second. Damage. Run away, run away.
Pop this box 1 shot.
Thank you.
Over the truck.
Watch out, there's grenaders shooting
Whoa.
grenades down towards
What
the
was
wall.
that? Yeah, they are.
Grenade, yeah, they're in the middle over here.
Down. Just a few.
Boomer on 1.
Yep.
Copy 1.
Thank you. Just an ad on your pad, essentially.
Boomer down. Ready on pads. In 3, 2, 1, go in.
Woo! Shit,
Coming over the truck, Teddy.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Window, Mirko. and the corner.
80.
Right beyond you.
Yeah.
You did.
Alright, jump. You're gonna make it this time.
Yep. I'm going right now. Maybe.
No, I'm late too.
Late to the party.
Welcome
Lights
to the
down.
party, pal.
Right side down.
Run away.
Oh, that's crap.
Come on.
Boomer on 2. You take him, I'll take this ad. Ad down.
Window,
Boomer down.
Marco.
Over 2 down, ready circles.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Hit.
Dog coming out of the window.
Dog heard.
Middle.
One grenade launcher, that guy.
Oh,
Oh, he's going down anyway.
there's a grenade got me from somewhere. 80.
Made it.
Grenade in.
Rotate in front.
It's
Yeah,
just the left.
Raider, you can stay in the back. Yeah, you can stay in the back, right? Gonna be damage here. Damage.
Damage.
Well done. Run away. Keep moving.
Delayed mortars, 2 boomers.
Run away. Run away.
Boom zone 3.
Behind you,
Order.
Sifter.
Boomers on 4.
I got the
I'll take
ads.
boom up.
Yep.
Okay, boom all 3 down.
4's down.
Okay, call it Father time.
Pads in. Well, there's an out on my pad. Hold on. Pads in 3, 2, 1, in.
Work. Right, backside. How we looking on the back, Raider?
Very good.
Okay. Teddy, you can probably stay up here then. Back here.
Window, Marco.
Yeah, right side's half, left side's just a sliver.
Okay.
90.
80.
Here he is.
Oh,
Made it.
hold on. I'm delayed on my grenade here. Hold
It's
on.
only grenade
My
too.
aiming is way off.
I got the grenade.
Oh.
Good.
Oh, thank you. Mine didn't
Yep.
get it.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good.
Right
Left
side
down.
Left down.
Right. Damage.
Damage.
Running away.
Run away. Run away.
Middle.
Yep. Dog on 1. Team 1
Dog on 1 herd. I'm coming to pulse. Boomer on 1.
Dog down.
Pulse dog.
Boomer, Boomer 2. Boomer 2.
Yeah,
I got ads.
An app
Boomer
from
one
4's
down.
coming to 3.
Boomer down.
2 down.
Yep.
Ready circles.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Sifter's down. Sifter
Oh,
down. Ad
Raider-
run.
Oh, we're
Raider
good.
jump
I'm
in.
in.
Raider's in.
Go in. Okay, I'm in. I'm at. I just went in. What's everybody else at?
Yeah, so did I.
20%.
I just went in.
Oh, I'm at 22.
Yeah, I just-
30.
I
We're
just
good.
hit 20. Yeah, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Yeah, I went to go throw that last grenade and my
All right.
chat keyboard came up.
Oh, nice. Nice.
You made it.
I'll get it.
Grenade in.
Hello, one shot's busy.
Okay, let's finish this, everybody. Let's finish it.
Left down. Right down.
Damage.
Alright, back to our corners, everybody. Arco, go back to the corner and wait for the screen to flash red.
Good work.
Next
Like
time
we never
next
left,
time we
huh?
4-tap it. Next time we 4-tap it.
Oh boy.
Freeze up.
I don't even know why I'm here. Teddy's got this.
Freeze
Why am
down.
I even here?
Moral support. Moral support. Fours up.
Four's up. I'm not even gonna go over there. Okay, I'm just use this. Fantastic.
2. Cover 2.
Party's at 2.
Party is going to be a 2. Armor.
I helped.
Two.
Alright, well done, everybody.